Howdy YouTube, this is Steven, and I'm back with another lyrical analysis. This time I'll be analyzing the song Lip Reading by Jolin Tsai. And there is actually a translation note on the title Lip Reading itself. So let me just, educate you guys and myself for a brief moment right here. Alright. Alright, so the original Mandarin title literally translates to lip language. And contrary to the act of lip reading, lip language is the thing that you read from someone's lips. Conceptually, Mandarin went after the thing being read, whereas English went after the reading of the thing. So lip language and lip reading are not strict equivalents. However, it's just the best way to convey the idea. So that's why the song is called Lip Reading instead of lip language. Alright, in this song, Jolin Tsai released a video for it very recently. And I'm like, whoa, hey, I wasn't expecting this video. I didn't really even know much about the song. This is my, when Jolin released the video, this is the first time I heard the song and saw it. I was like, hey, this is, it sounds very interesting, and the title's interesting. So let's do a lyrical analysis of it. So here we are, and here we go. And before I go, I just want to give a shout out to the website jolingeneration.canalblog.com for being a great source for Jolin Tsai song lyrics. Thanks a lot. Alright, and here we go. How mysterious. You play a game of flirtatious ambiguity. Okay, so here, Jolin Tsai, she's kind of setting the mood for us, because this song is kind of like a slow, almost romantic type of song. It has like a slow, it's not a slow jam song, but it has like a slow romantic vibe with it. So it's like, Jolin's like, how mysterious. You play a game of flirtatious ambiguity. So basically she's just saying that, basically you flirting, but I don't really know much about you. Or either your flirting is ambiguous, because I'm not sure what you want exactly. So, okay, alright. Alright, let's see what the next lyrics are saying. A charming heartthrob, because you possess endless enigmas to be revealed. Alright, so she thinks this dude look good. He is, in Jolin Tsai's opinion, a good-looking dude. And he's charming. And I guess part of the fascination with the dude is because, he's just such an enigma. He's such a mystery, such a puzzle, that is intriguing to Jolin. And she's like, I want to know more about you. I want to know what, know what's up with you. So, this dude got Jolin Tsai's attention. So, hey, must be doing something right. Alright, next lyrics. Let's see. Here we go. After being wholeheartedly devoted for a long time, if things get boring, he'll forget to cherish you. Alright, so I guess Jolin Tsai is kind of like, talking to the female folks, the women folk, and possibly just maybe herself. She's basically saying, after a long time, if it gets boring to him, then he's going to forget about, cherishing you. And sometimes that happens, you just take it, take what you have for granted. That does happen. It's not, you shouldn't do that. You should try not to, but it happens, unfortunately. It's a fact of life. Next lyrics. Kidnapping his heart lets him have some room for fantasizing. Alright, so, kidnapping his heart is kind of like saying that, you know, she stole his heart, or, you know, she has his love. And that gives him room for fantasizing. So I don't know if these fantasies have anything to do with other women, just, you know, Jolin, you know, I don't know exactly the fantasizing is about. But because, you know, she kidnapped his heart, now he has room to fantasize about things. So this could be just about them, you know. It's like, oh, could they get married and have kids? That could be fantasizing, as well as, you know, more, you know, mature situations, if you will. All right. Next lyrics. Give him, or sorry, keep him at arm's length. Maintain a relationship where you give a little something and then don't. Uh-oh. So Jolin giving the women folk some advice up in here. And if y'all wise women folk, you might want to listen to Jolin Tsai. So basically, Jolin Tsai here, she's saying, like, don't let the dude into, I guess, your heart. You know, keep him at arm's length. Like, keep him out. You know, a barrier between you and him. You know, maintain a relationship where you give a little something and then you don't give something. So you kind of give him something to keep him coming back for more. So kind of like give something, but also withhold something. Women folk better listen to Jolin. I'm telling you. All right. Next lyrics. Give him an island. Confiscate his expanse of land. So I guess, like, you know, give him somewhere that he needs to be. You know, put him somewhere else. And then take away the land that he has, which I guess is, you know, it's kind of weird there, but I guess basically she's trying to say, you know, create a barrier between you and the dude. He's on over there on the island and you over on your island. So create that barrier. Right. Here is the chorus, or the pre-chorus actually. Give him some lip reading to do. So I'm guessing she's like, you know, saying like you need to read, I guess, her lips or her body language, perhaps. Let's see. Start up his boundless imagination. So I'm guessing, you know, I guess work your lips a little bit. And then, I guess, start up, like, give him something to imagine, you know, give him something to work with. A romantic relationship, let him chase after. So she's saying, you know, let him pursue a romantic relationship with you. So this song so far sounds like, you know, Jolin Tsai is giving some, you know, she, you know, preaching and, you know, giving women folks some advice on how to, you know, be in relationships. All right. All right. So a romantic relationship, let him chase after that unattainable beauty. So let him chase after you. She's, you know, Jolin Tsai telling the women, let him chase after you. Let him try to pursue a romantic relationship with you. All right, here's the chorus. Deciphering the language of your lips. How exhilarating is it to look for flowers in the mist? All right, so, you know, Jolin Tsai, she's working her lips, you know. She did have that song, Attraction of Sexy Lips, so she's still working her lips. And, you know, work what you got. Work what you got, Jolin. And then she's talking about exhilarating to look for flowers in the mist. So, like, you in the middle of nowhere, you can't really see anything, but you're trying to find something that's beautiful in the nothingness. The more ambiguous it is, the more provocative, teasing one's curiosity. So, the more you conceal your intentions, the more provocative you look. That's what Jolin Tsai is trying to say, I guess. and and that ends up teasing the guy's curiosity, because you are the mystery. You're the one being chased after. You're the one being pursued. It's like, wow, you know? So she's saying, have some mystery about yourself. Don't be so forthcoming with every single little thing about you. Next lyrics. Step backwards as a mean of moving forward. All right. And there's a translation note about this. So I'm going to read that translation note. All right. All right. So that phrase is in idiom, and it refers to a situation where on the surface it looks like someone is making a concession or physically stepping backward, but but their true intention is to make gains and advance forward. So basically, it's like sometimes it's like you may have to step backwards in order to move forward. And that's a bit of a strange concept for some people, but I'll try give an example, I guess. Like sometimes you have to step backward and deal with the stuff in your past before you can move forward with your future. So maybe it's something along those lines where you're just, you have to, in order to move forward, you have to address the things that are in your past, perhaps. All right, next lyrics here. How witty. You love to make a feint for the East and attack the West instead. All right, so there is a translation note for this line. And we're in the second verse, by the way. So let me read this translation note. All right, so this is another idiom. And let's see. You make it seem like you will. This phrase basically is like, you make it seem like you will be attacking one place, but in reality, you will attack another place. So basically, it's just saying, it's pretty straightforward, but I guess it's just saying that you're making it seem like you're going to go one way, but go another way. Or you're going to do something, but then do something else. So kind of like you are being a little, I guess, cunning, Let's see. How witty. You love to make a feint, which I guess is basically like a ploy or a maneuver to the east and attack the west instead. So basically, you seem like you're going to come at the situation one way, but you come at the situation another way. There you go. All right, next lyrics up in here. He makes a great effort because you've given him fictitious enemies. So basically, I guess here it's like, okay, he's making a great effort because he knows, or at least you have led him to believe, that he ain't the only one that's trying to holler. It's other men folk trying to holler at you. So it's like, hey, I gotta step up my game if I want to be the one that's chosen. Perhaps that's what she's, trying to allude to. All right. Next lyrics. Even if he is meticulous to the point that there's nothing left to critique, you still pretend to be a little nitpicky. All right. So here, she's basically saying, like, if the dude is just so on point that it's not really anything to critique about him, then you still pretend to be a little nitpicky. Like, you still pretend like there's something a little, off. Something's a little out of place or something. I guess she's trying to, like, keep him on his toes. Don't let him get comfortable, Tell you, Jolin, she preaching up in this song for some women folk. I'm telling you, like, if you're a woman, you need to listen to this song and read the translation if you don't speak Mandarin, Telling you, she giving y'all some good advice. Telling you. Alright, next lyrics. Once in a while, act pettish and spoiled like a kitten, and he will let himself be captured without putting up a fight. Alright, so basically, she is saying here, act like act like you too pretty for that. Act like you too good for that. Act like better than the situation. Act like you're entitled because you are entitled. So act like it. And then when you do that, the guy will, play into it, basically. He'll play into your sense of entitlement. Alright, Jolin, telling you, she's giving women some tools and tricks and weapons to use. Y'all women better listen to this song. I'm telling you. If you haven't already. Alright, next lyrics. No matter how deeply you love him, you must never easily expose your secrets. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. So she's saying here that, like, no matter how, basically, it's pretty straightforward, but basically, no matter how much you really, truly care and love this man, you must never, ever let him know how much you love and adore him. You got to keep that a secret. You can't let it just, you got to keep that, just locked away in the vault. You can't let that secret out. And I say good advice. Good advice. But I wonder, will there ever be a time when you can truly reveal how much you really love someone? I think there may come a time. Don't know when, but it'll probably come. Hopefully those feelings are reciprocated, though. Next lyrics. Keep him at a distance where he's so in love with you that he can't let go. Ba-dum. Bang. So here, again, she's saying keep him at that whole arm's length thing again. So keep him at a distance, and then, have him in a situation where he's just so in love with you, he can't let go. Like, he's just, almost like addicted to you now. And that's the end of the song. Those are all the original lyrics. The rest just repeats the chorus, well, the pre-chorus and the chorus. So I'm like, wow. I was actually, pleasantly surprised by this song. I didn't really know what this song was about. I just thought it was about, like, I guess the title would make me assume that it was about, like, being sexy and just kind of like being fixated on lips or something. I didn't think this song was this in depth. So, kudos to Jolin and Tsai for being like, taking it there. Kudos to her and her team for doing this. I think it's a really interesting and cool song. And I like the music for this song. It's this song is toned down, and now I understand why it's more so a toned down song. It's because of what she's saying. It's like, I'm saying something really important, so I gotta slow it down for you guys. And then, this song is about, romance, so the song does have sort of like a romantic vibe with it, kind of like an intimate vibe with it. And also the music video for the song. I'll say that the music video for this song is really interesting. It was filmed in New York, but that's not the interesting part of it. Because really, this video may have been filmed in New York, but this video could have been filmed in anywhere for all I know, because it didn't really have any, like, New York essence with it, or something that was like signature New York or signature to New York. You know, for all I know, this video could have been filmed in like Lumpkinville, Alabama. You know. Um, but let me, discuss the music video. All right, so Jolin Tsai, it looks like she's performing on the stage, but I'm not quite sure. I don't think that's the case, but it kind of looks that way though. But yeah, she plays like this, this femme fatale Black Widow type of woman, and she's seducing these, like I think probably like 2 or 3 men in the video. She's kind of like seducing them slowly, and she's like, plotting as she's seducing them what she's gonna do to them, and it seems like it's all cool for a moment, but then Jolin Tsai switches to like Black Widow serial killer mode, and she starts like, she takes this one dude's belt off and then wraps it around his neck and chokes him. Then she stuffs like, I think something in this dude's mouth and causes him to suffocate or choke too. Then she stabs this one dude. I'm like, dang, I didn't know that Jolin Tsai has serial killer tendencies, or femme fatale's Black Widow tendencies. Like, whoa. So I'm like, dang, what made her snap and kill these people? What made her snap and kill these men? I'm like, it looked like you the one who's cheating on folks. You got 3 men. So I'm like, are they cheating on you? Did they have your heart and, break it to a point where it just made you go like mentally insane and, start plotting to kill men? Kill your lovers? So I'm like, wow. This is a really interesting music video. This video is sort of makes me think a little bit of Agent J because she's killing people. But I don't think the videos are connected in any way though. But I just found that a little interesting that they do kind of have the same premise of like Jolin going around killing folk, specifically men. But I think I've gone on for long enough. Thanks a lot for taking the time to watch my lyrical analysis video. Really appreciate it. Feel free to comment and leave your opinions about the video and the song. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. The support is extremely appreciated. It really is. So until the next lyrical analysis video, adios and goodbye for now.